The Alwars born in the month of Masi are again repeated in English by Mrs. Kamini Ranganathan for the advantage of those who don't know Tamil language, and some of them had requested her to say it in English. Thank you so much, Mrs. Kamini. It is really very nice to hear about Kulashekhara Alwar in English too.
Alwar Emperumanar Jiyar Tiruvadile Sharana. Today we are going to see the Charitram of Kulashekhara Alwar. Vaishnava Sampradaya is associated with 12 Alwars. One among them is Kulashekhara Alwar. He took avataram in the month of Masi and in Tiruvanchikalam in a royal family to King Dhrudavrata under the constellation Punarvasu. As a young boy, he learnt all the 4 Vedas, and also akin to royal needs, he learnt horse riding, elephant riding, and was a valiant warrior too. Because of these qualities, he was made the crown prince. As soon as he was crowned, he waged war on Chola and Pandya kings and annexed their territories. Seeing his valor, Dhrudavita made him the king, and Kulashekhara married and had 2 children. One boy named Dhrudavrata and the daughter was named Serakuravalli. He was an ardent devotee of Lord Rama and constantly listened to discourses on Sri Ramayana. Once when Ramayana was being told in court, the orator said that Rama alone is waging war against Kharadushana and 14,000 Rakshasas. Immediately, Kulashekhara asked the warriors to be ready to help Rama. All wondered what to do, and at that time the orator used his presence of mind to combat the situation. He immediately said that Rama vanquished the enemies and thus won the battle. So Kulashekhara was pacified. In yet another incident, the orator was a new person and did not know the involvement of Kulashekhara in Ramayana. So he described the abduction of Sita by Ravana in a detailed manner. This agitated the king Kulashekhara, and immediately ordered his warriors to help Rama to get back Sita. He led the warriors and jumped into the sea to swim to Sri Lanka. Seeing his devotion and involvement, Lord Rama himself appeared before him with Sita and Lakshmana and told him that he has fought Ravana successfully and has retrieved Sita, and thus asked him to go back to his land and rule. Thus was his involvement in Rama and Ramayana. He always wanted to go to Sri Rangam. His ministers knew that once he went there, he would never return. So, whenever he decided upon a date, they would arrange to bring lot of Sri Vaishnavas. Kulashekhara always thought that serving Vaishnavas was better than serving the Lord. So, he would cancel his trip. Sri Vaishnavas had full freedom to roam about in the palace, and Kulashekhara had lot of faith in them. This caused jealousy in some of the ministers, and on one occasion they stole the ornament of the Lord and put the blame on the Sri Vaishnavas. Kulashekhara never believed that they could do such a lowly act. To prove his point, he asked them to bring a poisonous snake in a pot and put his hand inside it. He said, if the Vaishnavas have done the crime, let the snake bite me, and if not, let me go untouched. And that's what happened. The snake did not do any harm. This proved his point. The ministers, though, apologized later for their mistake, but this incident made him very deluged. So he renounced his kingdom and gave it to his son and went to Sri Rangam. There he married off his daughter Serakulavalli to the Lord Alagiya Manavalan. He built a wall around the temple, which is till date is known as Kulashekhara Sutru. He stayed there till the end of his life. He has composed 105 pasurams, which is called Perumal Tirumazhi. Let us see one popular pasuram from that. Shediyaya Valvinaigal Tirkum Tirumale, Nediyane Venkadava Nin Koyilin Vasal, Adiyarum Vanavarum Arambayarum Kedandiyangum, Padiyai Kedandun Pavalavai Kanveni. In this pasuram, Kulashekhara says to Lord Srinivasa of Tirumala that he wants to be the stone at the entrance of the sanctum sanctorium so that he can always see his coral-like mouth. So, akin to this pasuram, the door stone at the entrance of the sanctum sanctorium He is known as Kulashekhara Padi even today. He is also known as Kulashekhara Perumal, Kollikavalan, Seralarkon. Looking at his devotion to Sri Rama, he is named as Kulashekhara Perumal by our Acharyas. This is the great Charitram of Kulashekhara Alwar. ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.